On to my Libras. So you Libras have the Ten of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, the Hermit, Four of Cups, Four of Swords, and you have the Seven of Cups, the Six of Cups, the Chariot, the Five of Cups, and the Temperance. And of course, the Temperance has, the angel has cups on it. Of course, right? Of course. So anyway, the point is that the Ten of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, the Hermit. Obviously, we can't ignore the elephant in the room. The Six of Cups, yes, you will hear from someone that you used to hang out with on that romantic level again, or could have been something there. The Ten of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, the Hermit speaks about a relationship that obviously didn't work out, right? Obviously. You Libras had your own idea as to what the relationship was. And this is where things between you and them didn't necessarily go so well. The Knight of Pentacles and the Hermit. You were interested in doing your own thing. This person was trying to, how do I say this? Like, you didn't think that this person was who they appeared to be, okay? That you started to see certain things about them that you didn't necessarily like. And the reason why it is I'm saying that in the first place is because of this Hermit, right? The Hermit is a person that is very much so in search of the truth. But at the same time, Libra, they are forgetting that in order for them to really get to the truth of the situation, they're going to have to learn to take away that lantern, that one light source within them, that, or I should say that one light source that physically that they have on the outside, they're going to have to learn to get rid of. The ultimate light source is your own soul, which is what the light is supposed to mimic. But it's a person that still hasn't figured it out yet. And you may have thought that this person hasn't necessarily figured it out with you when you were trying to get to know them, when two of you were talking with each other. They didn't necessarily understand their own importance and that, you know, their part in the relationship. And you Libras will wait, right? You Libras, part of it is that you were waiting for them to kind of figure it out on their own, but they never did, right? And what I mean by that in particular is a lot of you and this person end up not really being good together, is because the two of you had ideas as to what the relationship with the other person was like. So this person had, you know, their own perceptions about you. You had your own perceptions about them. And that's part of the reason why things didn't really work out. So then now you have the Four of Cups and the Four of Swords. This is about how this is a situation for you Libras, where you tried to date these people, right? Four of Cups, you tried to date them. You went as hard, you went hard, right? I ain't gonna say you went as hard as you possibly could, but you went hard trying to show them that, you know, taking action, that you really do like them. But the Four of Swords, they were lackadaisical. You know, they were lazy. They didn't really want to, you know, you may have perceived it like, you know, they didn't really want to put in work. And it may have really been like that. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, you know, it may have really been like that. But see, the reason why it is I talk about it like this, because the influence of Venus, and when, you know, the influence of Venus is there, you know, especially for Libras. See, that's the thing. Libra is very smart, except when it comes to love. This is where your IQ points drop off. You know what I mean? Because when it comes to love, a lot of Libras kind of do guesswork. A lot of Libras do guesswork. This is New York. And because of the guesswork, a lot of you Libras end up not really Like, things are unclear because of the fact that you rule by Libra. And I'm not saying that being ruled by Libra is a bad thing. No, absolutely not. You know, because it's not. It just depends on how it is that you use it. You know, it's just that I will say this, though. Venus is going to give you more of a pillow to rest your head on, right? More of a pillow to rest your head on, so to speak, because Venus is ruled by heaven, right? Because that's the secret. The right pillar, which is Venus, Jupiter, Neptune, is heaven. That's the right pillar. Y'all are on the right pillar, the right-hand side of the Kabbalistic tree, heaven. And then on the left-hand side, the Kabbalistic tree, which is Mercury, Mars, and Saturn, that's the underworld, if you catch my drift. And then the middle pillar is the earth. So y'all Libras being ruled by heaven, Venus will provide you more of that cushion, right? But when it comes to love, though, make no mistake about it, Libra, y'all are beautiful, but y'all can make certain mistakes when it comes to, you know, some serious mistakes where, you know, it's kind of like a hamster wheel, right? But this is where a lot of you Libras, get off, this is New York, get off the hamster wheel. The Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups and the Six of Cups. The Seven of Cups is about you Libras understanding that, again, you do have options. You could choose to either be with these people, or when this person contacts you, or you may even contact them. You can choose to go back to the person that you were with, or when this person comes back to you, you can choose to go back with them. But just know that the Chariot represents you and this person are going to get into a little bit of difficulties, because the Chariot represents being stubborn to a certain extent on certain cards, especially this one, about your love life, about who the people that you can trust, because the Chariot is about also kind of being difficult even with your friends, your family, your loved ones, your romantic interests. And you got the Six of Cups, which is somebody coming back and calling you, texting you, coming by, trying to reach out to you again. So there's the evidence that I'm not like sitting up here lying or whatever the case may be. But yeah, I'm lying. Nah, I'm telling the truth. But I'm just kind of, you know, satiring it a little bit, because it's like, wow. But ultimately, the Seven of Cups really represents you Libras really having to kind of set the tone for yourself. What is it that you want? Set the stage for yourself. What do you actually really want? Because a lot of you Libras have options right now. I mean, in essence, everyone always will. But for that, more than average, you Libras have options right now. Well, what do you want to do? Do you want to talk to the person again? Try to see if you can make it work with them? Or do you want to go on with someone else? You know, when I say someone else, I mean someone fresh. Which one do you want? You know, or will you remain single? It's up to you. So you have options. So it's not like, you know, Seven of Cups denotes. It's not like you don't have options. You do have options. It's just a matter of, are you willing to explore those options, and which option will you take? And then the and then I should say the Chariot. The Chariot is going to be, when it comes to you and them interacting with each other again, there's a chance, because I'm seeing that indication cards, or cards that show me that point in the direction, I should say, that you Libras will get in touch with this person, and the two of you will start to communicate for I'm not necessarily sure how long of a time, but the two of you will communicate again. And the Five of Cups now represents how this person won't want you to leave. But the Chariot is about how the Chariot is Mars energy, right? It's kind of, the chariot basically is the placement of Mars in Cancer, right? Mars in the Cancer crabs placement, in essence. Because Cancer crabs, right, rules over the fighting spirit, the impulse to survive. I don't know if y'all knew that. But then you have Mars, which is the planet of conflict, right? So chariot is a mixture of the two. It's a mixture of, yes, it does represent Cancer, right? Cancer crabs, right? The crabs. But at the same time, it also is the placement in a person's chart of Mars in Cancer zodiac sign. So I don't know if y'all knew that, but this card here, it's about grilling your friends, grilling your loved ones, your family members, your romantic interests. Yes, it's also about going to bat for them, right? Like advocating for them. But it also, especially in this particular reading, it represents going, like, having an issue with them, right? Serious questioning, right? Even interrogation, like it could even be an interrogation in that sense. You know what I mean? You know, where, you know, no laws are being broken, but, you know, there's no crime being committed. But at the same time, it's like, you know, and it's ironic talking about that from perspective of Libra, right? Law enforcement. Anyway, but the point is that you Libras will still question them to find out what is their intentions, right? Like, why is it that the two of you ended up crossing paths again? You know what I mean? And the Five of Cups represents this being a situation where the Five of Cups is about, because the reality of the situation is this, right? And this is why it is that I admire Libras. A lot of Libras be on some spiritual stuff, but the problem with Libras on some esoteric type stuff is that y'all are a little bit too scattered. The Five of Cups, these are people who, yes, will miss being with you because they like you. But the thing about it is that the Temperance, they will have gained some form of profound wisdom with the time that you and them wasn't talking. So again, last week, right? A lot of the zodiac signs, y'all was in a position. A lot of you all was in a position where this was really kind of like the prerequisite or the downtime. Now things are starting to rise back up again, because, like I said, the Five of Cups and the Temperance. Someone is the person that's coming back that you begin talking to. Some of you Libras will begin talking to, because a lot of you Libras will try to see if y'all can work it out. Try to see what's going on. At the very least, listen to what it is that people have to say. You know what I mean? Even if you're not necessarily originally planning on taking them back. But the Five of Cups and the Temperance does represent profound lessons, regardless of whether if it's they've learned those profound lessons and now they're using it in an astute way, or if there's lessons as to why you Libras will learn why not to go back to your exes. Either way it goes, right? And that's the toss up with this situation. But like I said before, Libras are spiritual, but the problem is that, and it's very unfortunate, and this is kind of the downside of Venus, right? Is that, and I don't want to make it seem as if like I'm getting at Libra, because remember, I was engaged to a Libra at one point. So the thing about Libra is that for the most part, Libras are striving to be spiritual. But the problem is that you Libras are a little bit too scattered, in the sense that y'all don't really get to a higher level of spirituality like that. And I'm not calling y'all shallow. What I'm saying is that a lot of y'all don't rise up to that level of spirituality. A lot of times y'all think that being scattered or being all over the place makes y'all spiritual. And not necessarily. You know what I'm saying? Truth be told, not necessarily. Because what it really is on a long-term level, what it is that a lot of you Libras don't really break yourselves out of that difficulty of having to go to the next level and realize that when it comes to love, love is in essence wherever it is that you look, wherever it is that you turn around, because love ultimately is internal. It really is. And that the freedom that you think that you want externally is really internal first. And then you're able to make decisions. But see, Libra represents peace. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Libra represents harmony, right? Harmony, peace. So a lot of Libras don't have a lot of internal peace. And this is K Flock, you know what I'm saying? Cardi B for a while, you know what I mean? And because these are Libras. And it's like, this is what I'm talking about being the exact opposite of Aries. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just talking nonsense. Take it for what it is that you will. Take it with a grain of salt. Anyway, so let's clarify. Let's clarify the temperance real quick. Let's clarify the temperance and get out of here. Matter of fact, you know what? Let's do a neutral card. Let's clarify the Six of Cups. That way, you Libras can have a better understanding. The Ace of Wands, the the King of Swords, the World, the Nine of Wands. Right. The Ace of Wands, the King of Swords, the World, the Nine of Wands. A lot of you Libras may act like that there's other people out there for you, but you and this person are speaking to each other for a particular reason again. So you Libras have to find out what that reason is. Whether it's you have to get to the bottom of why the two of y'all split up in the first place, right? And end up being reminded why in most cases, not all, but in most cases, you don't go back to your. Now, sometimes it can work out where you can go back to your ex, but you may learn in this particular case, in one outcome, that this is why it is that you don't go back to your exes. And in another outcome, it's you have unfinished business with the person and the two of y'all may try to be in a relationship again. You never know. But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. I really want to say I appreciate y'all. As of right now, I have 6,660 subscribers. How did we get here? Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos.